Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Thanks for rocking with me. If you haven't subscribed, now is a perfect time to do so. I want to shout out everybody who's been rocking with me. Of course, big shout out to the Union. We've had a few new episodes come out. In these next few days, we'll be dropping some new ones also. So just stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna get into this Saint Mike versus Danny Myers battle. I watched this battle 3 or 4 times already. It was dope. It was dope. Now, for a long time, I've been talking about Saint Mike. It was funny how I came across him with just on some, I guess like somebody had tagged us in a conversation one day, a battle rap conversation. And from there, he had followed me. And then somebody had told me, it was like, oh, you know, I forgot, actually. I forgot what they told me something about dude, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. I think it was about like a freestyle he had put on the Twitter or some shit like that, something to the effect. And then one day I'm just watching battles and shit, and I came across a Saint Mike battle. I could be wrong, but it could have been against B.R.O, I think it was, or Anubis. One of the two. So anyway, after that, I was like, yo, man, this dude is kind of dope. And then I realized, I was like, oh shit, hold on, I think that's homeboy from the shit on Twitter. So I started I followed him back and all that shit, and I was looking at some of the stuff he had, and I actually liked his music too. I think Saint Mike got some dope music too. I got a chance to interview him one day. We had like a 2-hour fucking interview, and the file got corrupted, which Saint Mike, I gotta holler at you, man, so we could redo it. He already had told me we could redo it, and I think I reached out one other time, and our schedules just never matched up. But I'm gonna reach out to him again. We'll get him on. Danny Myers. Someone throughout the years, I just had a respect for his passion. I had a respect for his bars. But I honestly speaking, I think that I admire Danny Myers' passion and the fact that he never cheats us. Whether you like him, whether you like his style, whether you don't, like I've never heard anyone say they felt cheated. You know what I'm saying? I've never felt cheated watching a Danny Myers battle. Now, one thing about Danny Myers is, of course, with any battle rapper, there's always been this progression. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of times in the past I felt like Danny Myers forced punches. And then in the last few years, like, I just seen a difference. Now, maybe it's just me. Again, this is battle rap opinions. I'm giving you my battle rap opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You can get into the comment section and give me your opinion. You know, I slowly, over time, became a Danny Myers supporter. Again, like, I think my first time watching Danny Myers, I think, was against John. I believe that was an A-Hat battle. And then, was it Emerson Kennedy, or it was another West Coast guy? Was the second battle I watched of Danny Myers, and I was like, yo, I think this dude is dope. I actually thought that he beat John. I gotta watch that battle again. Anyway, over time, I slowly became a supporter of Danny Myers because, again, of the passion and then the quality. He was giving us 3 rounds every time. You know what I'm saying? Then I had the opportunity one day, a few, what was that, maybe a month ago or so. No, I'm bullshitting. That was back in April. That was like April. I had the opportunity to interview Danny Myers. And again, what was supposed to be a quick interview turned into a long-ass interview. Looked like I got bacon neck, but I don't. It's a brand new shirt. It turned out to be a long interview. I put it out in pieces. You guys can go into my channel and find them. I actually got one more piece that I held back because he told a story about one of his first important battles. And it was funny, and I haven't put it back. Danny, I don't know if you remember that, but I haven't put it out yet. But I've been kind of holding that. I will put that out. I've been kind of waiting for the right time to put it out. But it was a funny-ass story. But either way, like, the point being is, when I found out that this matchup was signed, I was excited. I was excited because I'm a fan of these two guys. I think the both of them don't get the credit they deserve. I think the both of them have elite level pens. And when it comes to see, Danny Myers, especially in recent times, is getting his shots at big names. St. Mike hasn't. You know, I know now some people may view A. Ward as a bigger name now, but at the time he battled him, he wasn't. You know, locally he was, but he wasn't like king of the dot, and like he didn't have the buzz he has now. Maybe that's the right way to put it. But St. Mike has stomped out some of your favorites, including Chess. And a lot of people go crazy over Chess, which is always confusing to me, not dissing Chess. I'm just like, how could you go crazy for that dude, but never show respect to St. Mike, who stomped him out? I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, St. Mike, but I think he had 2 PGs already. I don't know if he got paid for the Anubis. And then I think it was Young X, I believe it was. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And those weren't even close battles, you know what I'm saying? So I seen them battle Show Off, and it's like, yo, man, you gotta just give this guy love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is just fucking retarded with the bars, you know what I'm saying? And my only critique of St. Mike is he tends to stumble. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's maybe the crowd fucks him up. I don't know what it is in terms of their reactions, and he loses his place or whatever. I hate when I see motherfuckers pushing people in battles and grabbing people's shirts and all. I hate that shit with a passion. And I know that's something that happened with him in the show-off battle. But go and watch that battle, you know what I'm saying? Like, that show-off battle was just retarded. Like, if you're going to watch his other battles and say, okay, but look who he battled. Yeah, he's killing these dudes, but look who he battled. Then go watch that show-off battle. Like, tell me what you're talking about. But even more, watch this fucking battle. I wish that this shit was on some sort of pay-per-view or something. I would have purchased it just for this one battle alone. Shout out to the Connects, the Battle League. They were able to put this dope-ass matchup together. And we'll start off in round 1. First round was on St. Mike. If you see me looking over here, I got my notes. So that's the reason why. First round was on St. Mike. Let's start off with that Saint hat you got on. I've seen you a few times with that Saint hat on. You know what I'm saying? The front of it was looking a little dusty. It might have been the lighting, though. I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking with you. But Saint Mike started off with some jokes, man. He had like he called Danny Myers. He told him he looked like the inside of a Cinnabon. That shit is fucking funny. But he had a few other jokes. I don't want to give you all the jokes. But he started off like that, and it was definitely a dope way to break the ice, especially with the crowd. That cummerbund line was fucking crazy. If you don't know what a cummerbund is, it's like that. Like if you see some people, especially more back in the days, but if you see people like tuxedos, they got this shit like this line, kind of thick, wide belt that they got across their stomach and shit like that. That's a cummerbund. That line was just fire. That line was fire, and while he got loved the whole battle, I'm not saying he didn't. I just was like, wow, that's one of them lines, like, how the fuck the crowd ain't go crazy over that? But it's fine, because he got loved the whole battle. You know what I'm saying? They both did. Deservingly so. Then he slipped up, but it was quick. It was a quick little slip up, and then he went into some, like a divorce. It was a divorce paper split this bitch line. That shit was crazy. Then he sang for like a quick bar and shit that made the line that he went into that much more fire. You know, it was being creative, part of the showmanship. And showing versatility, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was fire. That Hide the Ooze, like Shredder seen it, was a double joint where, you know, hide the Uzi, hide the ooze, like Shredder seen it. That fucking line was just retarded. That was another line I thought people should have just went retarded for, even though they gave him love for it. I just hope that you at home caught it and showed them the same amount of love. Fire first round from St. Mike, no complaining. Danny Myers gets his chance to go. Danny Myers, you definitely look like a Ninja Turtle, fam. I mean, I know what some of y'all gonna say. You're gonna say, Jay, you looking like a Puerto Rican Ninja Turtle. Yeah, but watch your fucking mouth. We're not talking about me right now. Alright? Danny Myers is definitely should be the next Ninja Turtle movie. Anyway, now I have to be honest. The first bar that Danny threw out there, I didn't understand it. Therefore, I didn't score it. He said a line about some shit like when the Pope passed and people wearing hoods. That definitely went over my head. I'm gonna lie about it, and I ain't sitting here googling shit. So either one of y'all get in the comment section and explain to me, or Danny Myers, if you have the opportunity, you know, we could talk about it. We could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You got my number. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely talk about it. That Lucifer falling line was retarded. That was out of this world. And what's crazy is he made that first Pope line, and then he went into that Lucifer line. And I'm pretty sure if I understood the first line, it would have made the second one crazier. But that Lucifer line was crazy already. The fallen angel like Lucifer, some shit like that. It was fire though, because I understood that part of. I'm not saying the bars even went together. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that was the first bar, then the second bar I definitely caught, and I thought it was dope. Well, I was like, oh, the St. Nicholas line was crazy. The Egyptian scheme was crazy. He went into some name flips after that. He had a Pointer Sister line, because he was saying St. Mike's name is Michael Pointer or some shit like that. And he had a Pointer Sister line. I thought it was fire. The both of them came with a bit of aggression, but you know, Danny's just a little more in your face. But I respect that they both kept it at a respectable space in between each other, here and there, getting close to each other. Nothing disrespectful, nothing crossing the line, and I appreciate that sort of aggression. That Einstein line was fucking crazy, Danny. Definitely crazy. Now, I have to tell you the truth. Even with me not understanding that very first bar that he said, I still have Danny winning the round. I definitely thought he had a more cleaner round, because he didn't slip up at all. I had him winning by like an edge, like definitely an edge. And maybe if I understood the bar before, I don't know. Maybe he wins by 2, but even winning by 2 points is still an edge. You know what I'm saying? So I have Danny edging this first round. But it was a dope-ass first round from both. Again, the slip-up kind of changes things because Danny had the more clear, clean round. You know what I'm saying? But bars-wise, I had him winning by a point. You know what I'm saying? So Danny gets that round. Mind you, I watched this battle multiple times. So just keep that in mind. Second round, it's off on St. Mike. He starts off flowing. Now, I already said it. St. Mike can rap. If you go listen to his music, he can rap. He got a song called Gotta Do It Better. It's one of my favorite joints. In that song in particular, man, like his flow with the bars is fucking retarded. Just retarded. So he starts his round off flowing, and the bars were just as retarded, man. It brought me back for a second to his music. You know what I'm saying? But that was definitely dope. He got into some family bars, start going out Danny Myers about his family, about the amount of kids he has, like nothing crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely dope. But he went into that family scheme, went into a dimension line. So I don't want to fuck this line up, so I'm not going to tell you the line. But it was another double where he said dementia and dementia round. Like if you hear the way he say dementia, but it was talking about Danny Myers' wife possibly cheating. That's what it was, just in the bars, you know. And then he was like dementia to dementia round. Like it was just fire. You got to watch the battle to get it and understand how fucking dope that line was. He had the Math is Serious scheme. That was crazy. That fucking transgender line that he had was retarded. Go watch it so you can understand what I'm talking about. The link will be in the description box. And again, it's on the Connects League. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to their channel. That transgender line was fucking crazy. And then that whole engineer scheme, forget about it. Such a strong and powerful second round from St. Mike. So if you thought the first was dope, man, the second even takes it to another fucking level. Second round on Danny Myers. That wildlife, he saw my weapons, but it was a wildlife scheme. That shit was crazy out the gate. Man, you know, you just got to salute Danny Myers, man. Like, shit was crazy. That Iverson line, that Guapale line, Guapale, in case you don't know, is a singer. My homeboy put me back on to about like the early 2000s, man. Very attractive woman, and she could definitely sing. So when I heard that line, I probably reacted more because I knew who the fuck he was talking about, and I don't think everybody else did. But you know, maybe you at home did, man. But it was just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? That cordless mic line. Oh my God, man. That was crazy. The Robert Pack line was crazy, but I thought that cordless mic line might have been that and the Wildlife Scheme might have been the two bars of this round, the craziest bars of this round. I have, excuse me, I just almost lost my place. I got St. Mike edging this round. I got St. Mike by 1 point edging this second round. This round, I won't lie. Like, one of my homeboys already told me he thought Danny Myers took the second round also. I'm hard pressed to argue with you. But then it's the same way in the first round. Like, somebody can argue that round. But I got Danny Myers taking that first round by edge. I got St. Mike taking that second round by edge. Now we're going into the third. To me, it's coming down to this third round. St. Mike had some scientific bars. They were definitely dope. He had a back of your neck joke. That shit was fucking funny. The Mike Tyson punch out line was dope, especially the way he acted it out. What he said, he was talking about sharp writing skills and how he writes with a javelin. Now, I don't know if you guys get it, and of course, I'm not going to sit here and butcher the line. So go back and watch it. Again, the link is in my description so you can catch that line. That line was fucking crazy. That javelin line might have been the most slept on line for St. Mike throughout the battle. Then he had a Michael Jackson scheme in which he did some acting it out, and I thought that was fire. Some showmanship, you know, just really controlling the crowd at that point. Crazy. Danny Myers goes in his third round. That Gremlin scheme was fucking crazy. That Bible scheme was definitely crazy, and he had a few other bars, right? That was dope. Here's the thing. In that second round, right after the Mike Tyson punch-out line, people were asking St. Mike to bring it back, and he brings it back, and then he fumbles. You could say he choked. You could say he stumbled real quick and brought it right back. That's on you to decide. For me, if you choked, you lost the round. Here's the thing. I took the choke out for a second just to see, like, scoring wise, because like I said, I watched this battle multiple times, and I had Danny Myers. To me, it would have been a tie. But that's taking the choke out. It's a tie. But when you consider that, because it did happen, Danny Myers takes the round. And let's just say you look at it as just a stumble. Danny Myers still had the cleaner round. This is my opinion on that. I always feel like if you choke, you lost the round anyway. I kind of feel like he stumbled more than he choked. But either way, Danny Myers had the cleaner round. So if we took that out, I would have had that third round tied, and this would have been a tied battle, in my opinion. But you have to consider what happened. So whether you look at it as a stumble, if you look at it as a choke, however you look at it, it happened. And to me, it takes a point away. Therefore, I edged the round, and I edged the battle to Danny Myers. 2-1. If you disagree, please get in the comment section. Tell me why you disagree. Don't just disagree with me. Again, a big shout out to both them dudes, man. This is a crazy battle. Again, I watched this already 3 or 4 times. It's going into my top for the 2017 list. Honestly speaking, it's going to be hard to find something, I'm going to say, for the rest of the year. Even though we got a lot of time left in this year. We're actually at the halfway point of the year. And the truth is, at this point, I think you gotta put this at the top of the list for Battle of the Year, man. I honestly do. Like, the bars were just fucking crazy. There was performance, there was jokes. It was just a dope mixture of everything. So go check it out. Link is in the description. Click on that link. Go watch the battle for yourself. Tell me what you think. Make sure you subscribe to them. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the bell. That's the main issue that I have from time to time. I'm always coming across somebody telling me, or just let me know when's the next one. listen, just subscribe to the channel. Or some people say, oh, you know, you put up you put stuff up and I don't get the alerts. All right, so hit the bell. That way you could get the alerts when I do stuff, especially the lives, which has been the main thing that people say to me. Oh, when you got go live, I don't ever know. Well, all right, well, hit the bell and you'll get the opportunity because, of course, I read the comments. I'm talking to you guys and finding out what's up on your end, as well as giving my opinion on things. Salute to the union. If you haven't already, go check out all our episodes. You can check my playlist. I have a playlist that has the union episodes, and the reason why it's a playlist like that is because all the episodes are split between our 3 channels, between myself, Detroit DME, and Visuel's Battle Rap Boutique channel. Make sure you go subscribe to my comrades. I have the footage up of our trip to the King of the Dot Match 4 event. It has exclusive footage, not only of our road trip, but footage that was in the venue. So, you know, including announcements when guys were being announced to the stage, maybe 1 or 2 bars from each side, you know, different things. There was 4 parts. Go check out all 4 parts if you rock with me like that. If you rock with the union like that, you got to check it out. Some of it has some of our blogs that we did when we out there. It got footage of us traveling. It got footage of us cracking jokes. It's just so much in there. So just go check it out. Go check it out. Make sure you share, subscribe, thumbs up. Salute to everybody. Thanks for rocking with me.